Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Luke.
I'm James.
And this is the Luke and James Show.
What's up?
One of the things that we both really like a lot are movies.
Yep.
Right? Another thing that we both like a lot are superheroes. So we try to do superhero movie, like, trailers and stuff like that in here. Because, like, one of the best things that I like is when they release a movie trailer and I can watch it and see what the movie's going to be like. And
That's the point of a trailer, yeah.
no, so it's so exciting. I mean, like, to see something. So today we're going to watch a preview and react to it and kind of give you our thoughts on what we think the movie's going to be like and what it's going to look like. And the movie that we're going to do today is Dark Phoenix, which is the new X-Men movie that's going to be coming out next year. Now, they've delayed this movie a couple of times. Actually, they had to start, I think the date was going to be like Valentine's Day next year. They released the trailer, and then like the next day they're like, we're pushing it back to June.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There's a lot of things that are going into this movie, too. This is very possibly the last, like, X-Men movie, with the exception of the New Mutants, which is not going to be like the X-Men. It's going to be the New Mutants, that Fox is going to produce because they have been bought out by Disney, and that merger is probably going to be made final within the next year or so, if not sooner. So a lot of exciting things, and good possibilities of pulling the X-Men into the Marvel universe, like with Infinity War and everything else that we've seen. So that's going to be really cool. Pulling Deadpool into that. Yeah. I mean, and the New Mutants after they released that movie. So I'm not sure what they're going to do with that, but it all seems like it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Before we watch this, though, I'd like to know what's your favorite, like, iteration so far of, like, the X-Men on the screen, like, you know, whether it be like TV or movies, or like, do you have a favorite X-Men movie? Or
I really liked the Days of Future Past movie. I thought it was cool how they like integrated time travel into it, and I thought that James McAvoy played an incredible young
Patrick Stewart is phenomenal. Yeah. I would say probably my favorite, it was the X-Men the Animated Series back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, I think they just did so good with that. I mean, like, we have that at the house and we watch it, like, every so often. I mean, I did let Terrence, I had some DVDs and I let Terrence borrow a couple of them, our friend Terrence, and he lost them. Or moved or something and got left. So I'm a little mad about that. But anyways, there's also a show on right now that it's based in a different universe where the X-Men are gone now. But it's called The Gifted, and it's actually on Fox, and they have like a whole first season, so I'd encourage everyone to go check that out. James, you check it out. Tell me what you think about it. Yeah. I think the first season was only like 10 episodes long, and they've just started the second season recently. Sweet. And I'm letting it. I always like to let stuff get in a couple of episodes and binge watch a few of them to see how the season's going to go and that kind of stuff. But anyways, you ready to watch the trailer?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, man.
You think you can fix me?
Jean, you are not broken.
The mind is a fragile thing. Takes only the slightest tap to tip it in the wrong direction.
Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones.
What did you do?
I had to keep her stable. I protected her.
From the truth?
Wow.
There's another word for that.
I came looking for answers.
You feel like you don't belong here.
Fassbender.
You don't.
Jessica
You
Chastain.
can't begin to comprehend what you are.
She's changing.
And what?
You didn't come here looking for answers. You came here looking for permission. Jean.
Like the classic X-Men costume look.
Yeah.
She's all rage. Pain. And it's all coming out at once. Jean lost control, but she's still our friend. This is your fault, Charles. The world is on the brink. I'm sorry I didn't stop it sooner.
You're always sorry, Charles. And there's always a speech. And nobody cares.
There's still hope.
It's a great Magneto.
Don't do this.
They're right to fear me.
I've seen evil And I'm looking at it now.
So, like, what was the most exciting thing do you think about that preview?
I think it's cool because like you can see, Xavier, he always wanted to just like help the mutants. Like he wanted to take them into school, and he wants to like kind of teach them how to use their powers. And like how to fit into society while doing that. But it's really also cool to see like kind of like the backstory like behind like what we think are the X-Men. Like the animated series was kind of like way after the fact of this. So it's like it's cool to see how it all comes together, and like how Jean Grey, she's kind of getting her powers, and she's just having a really hard time conditioning herself to control them and stuff. Like she's having a really hard time. Obviously Jean Grey turns into one of the biggest X-Men heroes there is. Eventually. So I mean, to see how much she struggled with it in the past, that's pretty cool.
So the Phoenix and Dark Phoenix storylines were some of the best storylines in the X-Men comics. And then the animated series did a great take on both of them as well, where she got the Phoenix from space, and then she couldn't control the Phoenix, and it became dark, and it took over. And in the comics and in the animated series, actually winds up killing her. I am really just looking forward to seeing how they do this, because I do think that they're taking on like a younger Jean Grey getting the Phoenix. How's she going to get it? Because I don't see anything in space here. So like what's going to happen with that, and how is she going to get it? I've always been a huge fan of what they do with the X-Men. Is like Magneto's supposed to be the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
But he always makes really good points.
Yeah.
I mean, and he went through like a concentration camp when he was young, when he was a child, and so he saw what happened when people hated people because they were different than other people, and so that kind of shaped his perspective on the world, and he doesn't want the same thing to happen to mutants that happened to him.
Right. Yeah.
As far as these movies go, I mean, like that's what he's looking for. So I always like the contrast between the two, because you have like a guy that seems like in Professor X, that seems like he's always wanting to try to help so much, but then it doesn't always go right, and sometimes he feels like he has to take liberties himself, even with like Cerebro, like he's like doing things, getting into people's minds, doing it. I mean, so he's having to break rules sometimes to do what he thinks he's trying to do, protect people, and then Magneto's kind of doing the same thing, because like he just doesn't believe that humans and mutants can coexist, because he's seen the hate that can happen in human hearts when stuff happens. Right. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. It's coming out on June 7th, so we got a while before it comes out. But when I saw the preview, I was just the shorter one. I haven't seen this one, but when I saw the shorter one, it just made me really excited for it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I don't know if you are too. Hopefully we'll be able to go catch it. And I mean, we got some time, so maybe we'll do a review or something.
Save up my allowance money.
I'll take it. We'll go on a date. But anyways, I mean, let us know what you guys think, what you're expecting out of it. Put it in the comments. Send us an email. We'll read it on the show. Drop your comments down there. Make sure you're subscribed. Click that bell so you know when we're having new episodes come out, like the awesome trailer that we had today. And we'll catch you guys next time on the Luke and James Show. Peace.
See ya.
Survive.